Hi, and welcome to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania for this presentation of the American Electric Football League. The Ohio Comets at the Pennsylvania Bucks. We are in Week 10, the final week of the American Electric Football League's regular season. And this is a big game, although it's really only big for one of these teams. With a win today, the Comets win the Eastern Division and get in the playoffs. If they lose, then their fate would hinge on the outcome of the Virginia-Florida game being played later today. Of course, the crowd here loves their Bucks. And even though they were eliminated from playoff competition a couple weeks ago, the Bucks have a chance to play spoiler today. The key for the Bucks' success in this game is a guy at the center of the screen, Moses Black. He's the engine that makes everything go. If he's having success, Pennsylvania will be hard to beat. If the Comets control him, they control the game. On Ohio's side of the ball, they have so many weapons. Stanton Bell, Tyree Joseph, Reggie Parker, and this guy, 14, Ontario Jones. They are hard to defend. You know, when I made the schedule over a year ago, I thought the division might come down to these two teams, and through the first 5 games, it looked like I might be right. But the second half of the season has not been kind to either team. Bucks are on a 4-game losing streak, and the Comets have lost 3 out of the last 4, although the Comets did look better in their last game against Florida. We do have 2 other games being played today as we look to wrap up the regular season. Nevada 7-2 at California 3-6, and the game that I mentioned a little bit earlier, Florida 5-4 at Virginia 4-5. The Nevada-California game is nearing halftime, and we'll get to that score in a minute. If Nevada wins that game, they maintain the number 1 seed and get an automatic placement in the championship game. If Nevada loses, they still would be in the playoffs, but the number 1 seed would be up for grabs between them and Ohio. The Florida-Virginia game starts later. If Florida beats Virginia, they can make the playoffs if Ohio loses to Pennsylvania. If Ohio wins today, then the Florida-Virginia game is meaningless. Now, there was one early game. Texas guaranteed themselves a playoff spot by beating Arizona 24-3, also avenging an earlier loss to Arizona, which was a huge upset win for the Flames early in the season. Here are the standings as of right now. Nevada and Texas are in the playoffs, and we're waiting to see who joins them from the East. It'll either be Ohio or Florida. Now let's take a look at the playoff seeding chart as of right now. A lot to be determined. The 1 seed is between Ohio and Nevada. The number 2 seed is between Florida, Ohio, and Nevada. Texas is almost certainly going to be the 3 seed, but none of the seeds are official yet. They will be by the end of this video. We have an update from Santa Barbara. The California Pacifics have a surprising 9-point lead over the number 1 seed Blackjacks at halftime. We are about ready for our game to begin. The last time these 2 teams met, the Comets beat the Bucks 35-21. That was in Columbus early in the season. That is a game that we have on the channel. We're set for the kickoff. If the Comets win, they're in the playoffs. If the Bucks win, then they finish their season on a high note against a hated rival. Pennsylvania in their dark green. On the right side of the screen, they're set to receive the opening kickoff. The kick is away. And Wazanski's kick is hooking across the 10, and it'll hit the numbers. That will give the Bucks great starting field position at their own 40-yard line. Pennsylvania, 1st and 10 from their own 40-yard line. Play 2, first quarter, no score. Trayvon Adams is the Bucks quarterback. First down snap. The give is to Moses Black. Black up the middle, gets behind center, nothing there, looking to find some room on the left side. Hits Bragg, gets away from him, out into the open, but runs into his own man across the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 12 yards and a first down for the Bucks. Nice run by Black there. His own man, Whitney Smith, got in the way. Could have been more, but he did pick up a first down. Here's the first down snap on a 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line of the Comets. Trayvon Adams will go to the air. Late pressure by Steele. There's the pass timer. Steele runs past Adams. Adams has Veerhoven open deep downfield near the Comet 20. Veerhoven goes for the ball. Tyree Joseph gets there first, but this will be a contested catch, and Veerhoven will hit the ball as well. And since he was in the contested catch radius, that means this pass will just be incomplete. Pennsylvania gets a break on that play. Pass was almost picked off. Second and 10 from the 48-yard line. The give is to Black. He runs into a crowd. Esteban trying to bring him down. The whole pile pushing sideways. But he's got help from his friends. And Black is going to get away into the open field. Black for the pylon. He scores 48 yards. And the Bucks are on the board first. Raul Altamari with the extra point try. It's good right down the pike, and it's 7-0 Pennsylvania. Black on that run with plenty of help from his center and guard. First and 10 for the Comets from their own 25-yard line. And here's the first down snap. And right away, Earl Rogers is going to the air. Look at the protection he's getting as the timer goes off. He's got to take a check down to Stanton Bell, who gets the pass and goes out of bounds after a 13-yard pickup, the 38-yard line. That's a first down for the Comets as we go to play 6 of the first quarter. Ohio trails 7-0. Here's the snap. The give is to Stanton Bell. Bell up the middle, hit by Brown. Dutch Brown all over that one as he brings Bell down. They'll mark forward progress up the 35-yard line, but that's a loss of 3. Second and 13 for the Comets from their own 35-yard line. Down 7-0, play 7, first quarter. Here's the snap. Rogers to throw. Some backside pressure by Andrzejewski, but nice block by Stroud. Pass timer goes off. Rogers looks downfield. Ontario Jones is open at the 36-yard line of Pennsylvania. Jones behind everyone, going for the ball at the 30. And he misses it to the right. Takes a shot from Niles after the play, but that's probably a touchdown if Jones can come down with it, but he doesn't. We go to the last play of the first quarter. Comets facing a 3rd and 13. The second half of this season, this is where the Bucks have struggled. They've not been able to get stops. Let's see what happens here. Third down play. Here's the snap. Rogers once again looks to throw. Andrzejewski beats Stroud to the inside, puts pressure on Rogers, hits him from the side. Pass timer goes off. Rogers in contact with the defensive player. Will have to run the board again. He gets away from contact. He can throw. He's got Tyree Joseph. Joseph with a step on Black at the Pennsylvania 40. This will be a pass under pressure. Joseph catches it at the 34. Hit by Smith at the 25. Turns back towards the end zone, though, and he is going to score for Ohio. The hit from Whitney Smith actually helped Joseph turn back towards the end zone. Wazansky on to try to tie the game at 7 after the 65-yard touchdown pass. Kick is away, right down the middle, and we're all even as we head to the second quarter. Bucks and Comets tied at 7 as we begin the second quarter. Bucks begin their second possession at their own 25 in an RPO play. First and 10. And here's the snap. Adams takes the ball into the line. His pass run decision point will be at the 24. He crosses the 24. He's got no one open. He'll tuck it and run. Crosses the 25, and he is down after he turns at the 34-yard line. Second and 1 for the Bucks. Here's the second down snap. Give is to Moses Black straight up the middle, and he crosses the 35. Gets hooked by Hannibal Williams. They will mark forward progress at the 36. It's enough for a first down. Nice play by Williams. I think it's a bad spot, though. Should have been the 37. Anyway, first and 10 for Pennsylvania from their own 36-yard line. Here's the snap. The give is to Black, who takes the ball directly outside, but he is running straight towards the sideline, out of bounds after a pickup of 1. Strange run by Moses Black. Second down and 9. Here's a snap on play 4, second quarter. Once again, the give is to Black, straight up the middle, big hole, left side, across the 50, angled towards the near sideline, inside the 35-yard line, and out of bounds at the 27-yard line of the Comets. A huge run, and a big first down for the Bucks. The ball will actually be marked at the 26-yard line of the Comets. Here's the first down snap, play 5, second quarter. The give is to Black. He's turned sideways behind his line, runs into Bragg. Still alive, hits Stroud, gets away from both, inside the 10, hit by Johnson, but Black will not be denied as he gets into the end zone. Altamari on for the extra point, and it's good. The Pennsylvania Bucks lead 14-7 with 3 plays left in the first half. Comets begin their possession at their own 25-yard line. First down, here's the snap. And the give is to Stanton Bell. This is only his second carry of the game. Bell takes up the middle, bounces off center, finds a crease, open field, 40, across the 50, and he will go out of bounds on the far side of the field, all the way down to the Bucks' 37-yard line. Big 38-yard run by Stanton Bell. 2 plays left to go in the first half. Comets trail by 7. Here's the first down play. It's another give to Bell, looking for room up the middle. Finds another big hole on the left side. Look out! He could be gone! He is! 37 yards! With 1 play left to go before halftime. That run has put the Comets within 1 point of tying the game. Here's the try from Wazanski, and we're knotted at 14. That was a big drive by the Comets because they get the ball first in the second half. So the Bucks will have 1 play to work with here from their own 25-yard line, first down and 10. Here's the snap. Trayvon Adams looks to pass. He's under heavy pressure. Pass timer goes off. 2 Comets in contact with Adams. That's Esteban and Namo. We run the board again, and Namo is going to bring Adams down to end the first half. We will go into halftime tied at 14. Meanwhile, we have some developments out west in California. We take you to the Nevada-California game. Nevada was down 28-19 at the end of the first half. The Blackjacks have scored 15 unanswered in the second half, and they have taken a 34-28 lead over California with 1 play left in the game. California has the ball at their own 43-yard line. They have 1 shot to score a touchdown. A touchdown and an extra point would win the game for California. If Nevada can get a stop, they retain the number 1 seed and an automatic placement in the championship game. If California wins, that number 1 seed is still up for grabs between Nevada and Ohio. Here's the snap. Kleinberger looking to throw. Kenny Thomas with some pressure, but passes in front of Kleinberger. There's a pass timer. He can throw. Looking downfield, he's got 22. Weinglass open in the middle of the field, down by the 35-yard line. Weinglass looking for the ball at the 30. It's complete. Weinglass with room to run inside the 25. He's hit by Martinez, gets away from that. Inside the 15, inside the 5. This is going to be close. He'll go out of bounds at the 2. Blackjacks win and go to the championship game. Blackjacks hold on to win 34-28. They win the Western Division. The Blackjacks celebrate on the sidelines here in California as they retain the number 1 seed and punch their ticket to the AEFL championship game. It wasn't easy today for the Blackjacks, but they've won their 6th game in a row. So let's have a look at that updated playoff bracket. As you just saw, the Nevada Blackjacks have retained the number 1 seed and are in the championship game. Locked into the 3 seed are the Texas Tornadoes. They will play either the Ohio Comets or the Florida Whales. The winner of the semifinal playoff game between the 2 and 3 seed will go on to meet the Blackjacks in the championship. Who will the number 2 seed be? We will know that by the end of this video today. We have an update for you from Virginia. That game just went to halftime, and that game is tied. If Ohio beats Pennsylvania, the Florida-Virginia game is meaningless. But if Ohio loses, then the Florida-Virginia game means everything. We're back here in Harrisburg, and the Comets and the Bucks are tied at 14. Comets are ready to receive the second half kickoff from Raul Altamari. The kick from Altamari is away, and whoa, this is ugly. It hooks badly. That will be a penalty against Pennsylvania. The Comets will start with excellent field position at their own 40. Play 2, third quarter tie score. Comets with the ball from their own 40. Here's a snap. Bell takes the handoff, tries the right side. Runs into a lot of traffic. Vanderbeek meets him in the hole. He gets off of that tackle. Breaks a tackle from Whitney Smith, and he's out in the open. Bell inside the 20, and he's going to score again. 60 yards this time. Bell's last 2 carries have both been big runs for touchdowns. Wazanski on to try the extra point. And it is good, and that is Ohio's first lead of the game. 21-14 here in the third quarter. Pennsylvania begins their possession at their own 25, trailing for the first time in the game. Here's the first down snap. Hand off to Black. Black hit in the backfield by Namo. Gets away from that. Hits the hole left side. He sprints across the 30, hit by Jones at the 35, gets away from that. Out of bounds on the far sideline across midfield. That's a pickup of 27 yards in the play. Bucks are on the move. 1st and 10 for the Bucks from the Comet 48. Play 4. 3rd quarter. Here's the first down snap. Another give to Moses Black. Black, left side again. Hit by Esteban and Bragg. And this time they hold him to about 5 yards. The way these backs have been tearing it up today, a 5-yard carry is a win for the defense. We go to play 5. 3rd quarter. 2nd and 5 for the Bucks. They trail by 7. Here's the second down play. Adams to throw. Adams well protected in the pocket. And there's the pass timer. Looking downfield. Damone is wide open at the 30-yard line. Adams will go to Damone on the far side of the field. Damone going for the ball to 25. It's complete. It gets by Jones at the 20. Headed out of bounds at the Comet 10-yard line. That 33-yard catch and run will set the Bucks up with a 1st and goal at the Comet 10. 1st and 10, play 6, 3rd quarter. Bucks trail by 7, but they're knocking at the door. Here's the snap. Adams looking to throw again. His line is giving him great protection as a pass timer goes off. Verhoeven's open. Near side of the field, crossing the goal line. Tight window on this pass. Almost picked off by Joseph. Or was it intercepted? I don't think it was. I think he missed it. We will move forward with the play because it looks like Verhoeven's going to catch a touchdown pass here. And we'll have to look at the replay afterwards. Here it is. Verhoeven for the ball in the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! You know this will be challenged in a second, but as for now, the Bucks are within 1 point of tying this game.
The previous play is under review.
We will take a look at the replay. And you'll see Tyree Joseph come in from the right side of the field. I think he hits it side of base, which is not a catch. Yeah, I don't believe that's a front of base touch. We'll take another look. I mean, it is very close. Remember, it was called a touchdown on the field. So to reverse this would require indisputable evidence of an interception. Here's a magnified view. And I don't think we're going to get enough to overturn the call. Take a look. You be the judge, but the referee is ready to give his call.
The call on the field is confirmed. The result of the play is a touchdown.
It's a happy home crowd here in Harrisburg. The touchdown stands, and on comes Altamari for the extra point try. The kick is away. It's good, and once again, we're all even. 21 all. Comets begin their possession at their own 25-yard line. Play 7. 3rd quarter. Here's the snap. Hand off to Bell. Bell up the middle. Nothing there. Looks to turn it to the outside. Finds lots of room. Watch out. He can turn it up. He crosses the 30. Looks like he'll head out of bounds on this one. Across the 40. We're going to mark him out to 43. It's a pickup of 18 yards. Last play of the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10 for the Comets from their own 43-yard line. Here's the snap. Another give to Bell. Bell looking for room on the right side. Crosses the 40. Met at the line of scrimmage by Vanderbeek, who says, "Hold on there, son. That's enough of that." Bell stopped for no gain. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. We begin the 4th quarter with the Comets and Bucks tied at 21. Comets face a 2nd and 10 from their own 43. Here's a snap on 2nd down. Rogers to throw. He faces some late pressure from Andrzejewski from his left side. But Andrzejewski just runs by him as the pass timer goes off. He's got Hannibal Williams downfield at the 42-yard line of the Bucks, who catches a pass inside the 30, gets away from the hit by Black, sprinting across the field inside the 15. Williams inside the 10, inside the 5, angled towards the pylon. That's a touchdown. We will look at this again to make sure he crossed the plane before he went out of bounds. He was running wide open downfield, but was redirected on a hit by Moses Black. And right there, he just makes it. 57-yard touchdown pass. Wazanski on to try the extra point, which is good. Comets take the lead 28-21. Play 2, fourth quarter. Bucks trail by 7. They start their possession at their own 25. First and 10. Here's the play. Handoff to Black. He's been the workhorse. Black up the middle. Hit by Bragg in the backfield. Gets away from that. Gets a nice block from Davis in front of him. Springs him loose. Puts on the Jets. Across the 40. Across midfield. Out of bounds on the far sideline. And about the 49-yard line. 26 yards on that run. Black's getting up close to 200 yards on the day. First and 10 at the Comet 49 for the Bucks. They come out in an RPO look. Here's the first down snap. Run pass decision for Adams will be at the 50. Adams takes it straight up the middle. Hits the 50-yard line. He's unengaged, but I don't think he's got anybody open. He does not. He's going to have to take the ball himself. And he pushes forward. Hit by Hannibal Williams. Breaks away from that. He has a convoy of blockers. Inside the 30. Inside the 25-yard line. And out of bounds. At about the 17 of the Comets. A 32-yard keeper by Trayvon Adams. Play 4, midway through the fourth. Bucks at the 17-yard line of the Comets. They trail by 7. Here's the first down snap. And there's a give to Moses Black. He loves that left side. Pounding forward across the 15. Runs into Hannibal Williams at the 10. And then Norton Johnson makes the stop, spinning him around at the 10. Second and 3 now for the Bucks as we move to play 5, fourth quarter. Pennsylvania driving here. They're trying to even this game up. You know, they've never beaten the Comets. They're 0-3 against them. On second and short, you would expect the bell cow, Moses Black, to get the ball again. He has 189 yards rushing in this game. Here's the second down snap. Yep. Black gets the carry. Hits that left side behind his offensive line. The whole pile pushing forward. But Hannibal Williams stands strong at the 5-yard line and drops Black right there. That is a 5-yard gain, and it will move the sticks. First and goal at the 5 for the Bucks. Play 6. They give it to Black again, and he's blown up in the backfield this time. Bragg hits him first. Hannibal Williams puts a lick on him after the play. That's a 2-yard loss and the only negative carry Black has had during this game. 2 plays in regulation left in this one. Bucks trail by 7. They need a touchdown. Second and goal from the 7. Adams to air it out. Once again, great protection. As a pass timer goes off, he's got Damone in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Bucks. Pennsylvania looking to tie this game with 1 play left in regulation. The kick from Altamari is good, and we're all knotted at 28. The Comets will have one chance to avoid overtime here from the 25-yard line, from their own 25. They'd like to at least give their kicker, Mike Wazansky, a chance to win it. They need 15 yards to give him the opportunity. Here's the snap on play 8. Rodgers to throw. Andrzejewski with pressure in Rodgers' face. He's going to bring him down, and we're going to overtime. What a game we have here in Harrisburg. I hope you're having as much fun watching it as I am playing it and broadcasting it. This is how we do overtime in the AEFL. Each team gets 1 play from the plus side 20 to score a touchdown. If they don't score a touchdown and they haven't turned the ball over, they can try for a field goal. Also, if the first team up scores a touchdown, they have to go for 1. Then when the second team gets their turn, if they score a touchdown, they have to go for 2. This reduces the chance of forcing a second overtime. The home team gets the first crack at this, so Pennsylvania is up first on offense. Here's the play. Adams to throw. Stroud all over Adams, immediately takes him down. That's a sack, and it will force a field goal attempt. Stroud with a quick move inside there. Adams didn't have a chance on that play. Altamari will try to give the Bucks the lead with a 35-yard field goal attempt. Here's the kick. Hugging the hash. Curving inside, right down the middle. And Pennsylvania takes the 31-28 lead. Now the Comets will line up for the 20-yard line. Here's the snap. Rodgers is going to pass. He's got good protection. A couple Bucks run by him as the pass timer goes off. He's got nothing open in the middle of the field, but Tyree Joseph is wide open near the 5. Joseph catches this pass. How does he not get into the end zone? The Comets can punch their ticket to the playoffs on this play. Joseph for the ball. Here comes Verhoeven. He steps in front of Joseph. This could be an interception, but Joseph's in the contested catch radius. And as we activate the board, he hits the ball too. So the pass is just knocked away. Comets with a gigantic break there as they still get the chance to kick the field goal. Joseph was slow to the ball, and Verhoeven almost came away with a pick, which would have ended the game. Wazanski will come on for the Comets and try the 30-yard field goal. The kick is away. Looks inside slightly as it crosses the goal line, and Wazanski nails it. We are tied at 31, and we're going to a second overtime. This is the first second overtime I've had in 2 seasons of playing this game. Comets are up first. Here's a snap. Rogers will pass. And Jeske with pressure. Down goes Rogers. And Jeske with his second sack of the game. And that will force Wazanski to come back out for the Comets. A 35-yard field goal try coming up. I don't think Wazanski's missed this year as he comes out to try to give the Comets a lead from 35 yards out. Here's a try from 35. Straight down the middle. And Wazanski comes through again. The Comets take a 34-31 lead in the second overtime. Pennsylvania's turn coming up. It's funny, neither back has seen the ball in overtime. Both Black and Bell dominated the game. Will Black get a touch here? Here's a snap. Adams will throw. He gets great protection as the pass timer goes off. He's got 2 men open, Damone and Niles. He's going to go to Niles, center of screen. Ball's in the end zone. Jason Niles looking to end this game. He does. He catches the pass, and the Bucks are going to win. They're going to upset the Comets. Niles catches a touchdown pass. Bucks win 37-34. And look at those Bucks in the end zone. This was no meaningless game for them. And listen to this crowd. It certainly wasn't meaningless to them. How about the performance of Moses Black? He emptied the bucket today. 12 carries, which is a lot for a 32-play game. 194 yards and 2 touchdowns. Didn't touch the ball at all in the overtime periods, but he was the clear player of the game. Now, how about the Comets? Their playoff hopes are now out of their control. They have to hope that Virginia beats Florida. That game is almost over. We're going to go to Richmond and catch the end of it. Right now, Florida leads 28-26. If Florida wins, they're in, and Ohio's out. If Virginia wins, Ohio's in, and Florida's out. On play 5. Virginia just scored a touchdown, and they're trying to get the 2-point conversion to tie. Here's the snap. Wilson gives the ball to Sanders. Sanders tries the left side, hit and driven back by Landry. Wales stop the 2-point try as their defense rallies to the ball. We move to play 6, and the Wales have a 2-point lead. Virginia's going to have to try for the onside kick. Play 6, fourth quarter. Virginia behind 28-26. Everything riding on this onside kick. Florida's chance to make the playoffs. Virginia's chance to win the game. Ohio's chance to make the playoffs. Here's the kick. And Florida comes up with it. That's 93, Kyle Nolan. He is hit and turned at the 48-yard line of Virginia. Tackle is made by Antonio Ford. And Kyle Nolan, who made so many huge plays for the Arizona Flames last year as defensive end, they call him the closer, makes a gigantic play for Florida. The Whales are 1 step closer to making the playoffs. 2 plays left in this one as we move to play 7. Florida 28, Virginia 26. Florida has a 1st and 10 from the Virginia 48. You would expect Florida to try to close out the game with Zeke Adams. And indeed, he gets the ball. Adams takes the ball straight up the middle, runs into Downey. It's away from that tackle attempt. Still pursued by Downey, runs into Blackwell across the 40. Blackwell and Downey trying to bring him down. He gets away from both. Gets an assist from his teammate Mason Randolph. Turns him straight towards the end zone. And he's inside the 5. Touchdown, Zeke Adams. 48 yards. Florida goes up by 8. And look at the Whales. They know how big a play that was. I think this game was realistically over when Florida recovered the onside kick. But it's about to be officially over if Ruiz can hit the extra point. A 9-point lead with 1 play left is game, set, and match. Here's the kick. And it's good. Florida wins the Eastern Division. 35-26 is your final. The Whales celebrate here in Richmond. Florida goes to the playoffs. They didn't win a game in season one. Quite the turnaround. This playoff race was so tight that we had to come down to the last quarter of the last game of the regular season. But we finally have our playoff field set. Florida takes the number 2 seed. They will host the Texas Tornadoes in the semifinal playoff game. The winner of that game will face number 1 seed, the Nevada Blackjacks, in the AEFL championship game. Of course, I have to mention that with the start the Ohio Comets had, they have to be incredibly disappointed as the Florida win eliminated them from postseason competition. The next game we'll bring you on the channel is the playoff game, Texas at Florida. The last time they met was an exciting and controversial game. That game is on the channel. And I'm really looking forward to this playoff game. It should be a great one. Thank you as always for watching.